Hey guys, welcome back to Shep Talk. Welcome back to another movie review. Today I have Uncut Gems for you. The new Adam Sandler movie that came out on Christmas Eve, really, but I think fully open in theaters on Christmas Day, which is the day I'm recording this. Whew. Quick synopsis. Adam Sandler plays a guy called Howard. He's a Jewish gym seller that is just trying to make everything run or make everything go his way. But man, he does not know how to swim above water. Now I'm gonna try something new for this video, and maybe the videos going forward. I'm gonna break it down. Instead of positives and negatives, I'm gonna call them what made it work for me. And then, I haven't really settled on the other name. I was thinking about what didn't work, my biggest gripes, something like that. But so, here we go for what worked for me. And first and foremost, right off the bat, Adam Sandler as Howard. He threw his all in this movie. We see Adam Sandler as the comedian that didn't really grow up, that does the same thing over and over again, and hasn't really done much in drama. I know he's had some other dramas out there, but this one is all Adam Sandler. It is pretty much the camera's on his shoulder and we're going a ride with Adam Sandler, and he gives it his all. There's already talks about Oscar nomination for Adam Sandler, or Oscar nomination talks for Adam Sandler in this movie. And I can see why. He pretty much carries this movie on his shoulder. He's Cotton, I know. Sorry if you can hear Cotton, he's with me today. He's kind of, I don't know, he's just in one of his moods. But I think if we didn't have Adam Sandler and he didn't give it his all, this movie would not be as high up as I thought it would be. This movie, what else didn't work for me? Adam Sandler was number one. I'm going to say supporting cast. A lot of the supporting cast in here, had a role, and they were kind of, I'm not going to give them too much credit, they were kind of stereotypical. You had, the middle-aged wife that wanted a divorce from him. You had the girlfriend that, just really seemed to be on the fence. She was one of those ones where it's like, you didn't know where she was going to go. And her story, it's one of those ones I didn't think I'd see really coming. Then you have, the people around Howard that is, crap, what can I say about him? I'm trying not to give too much away because this is really pretty much take a couple of days in the life of someone and put it up on screen. In my opinion, there was really, they knew what they wanted to do. The writers and directors in this movie knew what they wanted to do, and they knew how the beginning was going to start and how the ending was going to start. But man, did they cram so much stuff into the middle. It felt, I guess we could go to kind of my, my gripes about this movie. I was talking to this one older couple next to me because this movie, I think it was like someone snorted cocaine that already had a hyperactive mind, wrote this movie out. It just seemed like non-stop, beat you over the head kind of, I'm not going to say action, but they beat you over the head. It's just nonstop, go, 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 one right after one, from one place to the other. And I get it. That's the character of Howard. Howard is one of those people that he has things going on all over the place. He's got something going over here, so that way he can pay Peter over here. He's got something over here, so that way he can play Paul over here, and over and over and over again. And he's got so many pots on the fire that it's hard to keep track of. You look at Howard in this movie and you're going, slow down, man. You could have got yourself out of the situation that you put yourself in so many times, but you're always looking at the next thing going forward, and you're digging yourself a bigger and bigger hole. And it's like, Howard, the stuff that's happening to you, you deserve because you did it to yourself. And I get that there's some people in real life that happens to. For this movie, it just seemed like bang, bang, bang. Look here, look here, look here. And it just was, wow, a little overwhelming. A little, just like crash course. You're watching a car wreck and you didn't know, how it was going to end. And another thing one of my big gripes in this movie was the sound, the music. It was the sound, the music was just so loud. I don't know if it was the theater design, and I go to a pretty good theater. They revamped everything. It just was one of those ones where it's just coming at you loud. And I don't know if they were trying to do that on purpose, where there's like, we're just going to make you, I'm trying to look for the word, disassociated or just confused, or just play with your mind with the sound. But the first 5 minutes of the movie gave me a headache, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit through this movie. And then the third thing was, and I don't know if whose idea was the opening scene, and I'm not talking about the first minute or two of the movie. I'm talking like the opening kind of almost opening scene. It's kind of the opening scene, opening credits kind of thing. Whoever thought that was a good idea, I was like, this, because it makes this kind of transition, and it just had me going, what the hell? And then it transitions to something, and I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but I'm like, holy crap, is that really what they went for? And it does that a couple of times where they make these really wonky kind of transitions, and I'm like, wow, okay, you went there. It goes a little wacky. I think the premise was good. I thought Adam Sandler did a good job. Most of the supporting cast, I thought, did great with what they were given with. But really the story, it's not something that can hold your attention a lot, and I think that's really why they did the high sound and the music and sound design and gave it this over-the-top hyperactive feeling, because they're trying to, engage you to watch this movie, watch this car wreck that's coming. And I will admit that, this movie's not bad, at least not in my opinion. I'm having trouble figuring out how many Sheps I'm going to give this movie. But the ending was a very big surprise to me. I did not think that it was going to end the way that it ended. There's still stuff I wish I could have seen even after this movie. There's just some storylines that I wish we could have seen how they ended. But we didn't get that. So it kind of stopped us at that point, and I was like, oh, after all that, you could have at least wrapped it up showing us what was going to happen to certain characters. But guys, again, I'm having trouble with this movie. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was like a one Shep. It's definitely not a 4 or 5. It's on the cusp of a 3. I don't want to give it a 2. So I think the best thing for me to do is give Uncut Gems 2 out of 5 Shep, or not 2, 2.5 Sheps out of 5. It's one of those movies that it's not meant for everybody, but I think you should see it because Adam Sandler gives his all in this movie. He is not that comedic kid in this movie. I think it's very well done. He really embodies Howard, and he puts it all out there on the line. Okay, guys, have you seen Uncut Gem? Let me know in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next episode, or next review.